Good morning, everyone. How are you all today? I hope everyone is doing well and ready to learn. Before we start today's lesson, let's take attendance. Please respond, present, when I call your name. Mohammed Hassan, Mohammed Hussein, Mohammed Hassan.
Present.
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 Today we will discuss a very interesting topic, which is about travel. However, before we dive into the new material, I want to make sure that everyone has understood yesterday's lesson. Who can explain again what we learned yesterday?
A family is a group of people who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption and typically live together, sharing love and support.
Does anyone want to ask, or is there anything unclear about yesterday's lesson? Don't hesitate to ask. Now, to make sure we all really understand yesterday's material, we will play Kahoot. Please open the Kahoot website on your devices and enter the code I display on the board. Ready? Let's start. I will give some questions about yesterday's material, and you can answer them through Kahoot. Remember, we should have fun while learning. Great, everyone! You all did an excellent job. I hope through the Kahoot game earlier, you better understand the material we discussed yesterday. Now, let's move on to the topic of travel. Please open your books to page 15, and we will start with the new material. If anyone wants to ask questions during the lesson, don't hesitate to raise your hand.
Introduction. Traveling is an exciting way to explore new places, meet new people, and experience different cultures. Whether you travel by plane, train, bus, or car, each journey offers a unique adventure. Let's learn more about travel, the different types of transportation, and some useful travel vocabulary. Types of transportation. 1. Airplane, the fastest way to travel long distances. You can fly to different countries and continents. Example: I took an airplane to visit my grandparents in another country. 2. Train. A comfortable way to travel across cities and countries, enjoying the scenery along the way. Example: we traveled by train to see the beautiful countryside. 3. Bus. A common and affordable way to travel within cities and between towns. Example: I take the bus to school every day. 4. Car. Offers flexibility to travel at your own pace and explore off-the-beaten-path destinations. Example: we went on a road trip by car to the mountains. 5. Bicycle. A fun and eco-friendly way to explore local areas and stay active. Example: I love cycling around the park on weekends. Travel vocabulary. Passport. A document needed for international travel. It shows your identity and nationality. Example: don't forget to bring your passport when you travel abroad. Suitcase. A large bag for carrying clothes and belongings during travel. Example: I packed my suitcase for the trip. Ticket. A piece of paper or electronic document that allows you to travel on a bus, train, airplane, etc. Example: we bought tickets for the train to the city. Boarding pass. A document that allows you to enter the plane. Example: you need your boarding pass to board the plane. Hotel. A place where travelers can stay overnight. Example: we stayed at a nice hotel near the beach. Itinerary. A plan or schedule of your travel activities. Example: our itinerary includes visiting museums and historical sites.
Travel tips. 1. Plan ahead. Make a list of places you want to visit and things you want to do. Check the weather and pack accordingly. Example: planning ahead helps you make the most of your trip. 2. Stay safe. Keep your important documents, like your passport and tickets, in a safe place. Be aware of your surroundings. Example: always keep your valuables secure when traveling. 3. Respect local cultures. Learn a few phrases in the local language and be respectful of local customs and traditions. Example: respecting local cultures makes your travel experience richer. 4. Try local food. Taste the traditional dishes of the place you are visiting. It's a great way to experience the culture. Example: trying local food is one of the best parts of traveling. Cultural discovery. 1. Learning about cultures. Traveling allows us to experience different cultures firsthand. Whether trying new foods, learning local customs, or hearing different languages, every trip is a chance to broaden our understanding of the world. The conclusion. Traveling opens up a world of new experiences and learning opportunities. Whether you're exploring your own country or venturing abroad, each trip can be an unforgettable adventure. Remember to plan well, stay safe, and enjoy every moment of your journey.
Do you understand about the explanation? Now I want all of you tell a story about your travel, what you have write it before.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
do,
do,
miss.
miss.
To check.
Since I was little, I always dreamed of visiting SeaWorld. Growing up in a small coastal town in Indonesia, I often spent time at the beach, fascinated by the mysteries of the ocean. But SeaWorld was different. It was a place where the wonders of the sea came alive in ways I could only imagine. At 12, I finally had my chance. My parents had saved up for the trip, and I could hardly contain my excitement as we set off for Jakarta. The visit was everything I had hoped for and more. Watching the dolphin show filled me with awe as the dolphins leaped gracefully from the water, performing flips and tricks with their trainers. Walking through the aquarium tunnels, surrounded by sharks and colorful fish, made me feel part of the underwater world. The behind-the-scenes tour was the highlight, where I learned about the rescue and rehabilitation efforts for injured marine animals and saw the dedication of the staff. As we drove back home, exhausted but elated, I told my parents about my new dream to become a marine biologist and work at SeaWorld, helping to care for and protect the creatures I loved so much. That night, holding a small stuffed dolphin I bought as a souvenir, I drifted off to sleep, dreaming of swimming in the deep blue sea, surrounded by dolphins, whales, and rays, working to ensure that the ocean's wonders would be around for generations to come.
Now it's my turn. Ever since I heard about Taman Safari in Bogor, I had been eager to visit. Living in Jakarta, the idea of seeing exotic animals up close in a safari setting thrilled me. My parents finally planned a trip to the safari park, and I couldn't wait to see lions, tigers, and elephants roaming freely in a habitat designed to mimic their natural environment. The excitement was palpable as we drove through the lush, mountainous landscape towards Bogor. Arriving at Taman Safari, I was immediately struck by the vastness of the park. We started our journey in the car, driving through different sections where animals roamed freely. I pressed my face against the window, marveling at zebras grazing peacefully and giraffes stretching their long necks to nibble on treetops. The highlight was when a curious lion walked right up to our car, its golden eyes meeting mine for a brief, unforgettable moment. After the safari drive, we explored the rest of the park on foot. There were educational shows and interactive exhibits where I learned about animal conservation efforts. Feeding the elephants and watching the bird show were incredible experiences that deepened my appreciation for wildlife. As we headed back home, I couldn't stop talking about all the amazing animals I had seen and the stories I had learned.
Since childhood, I had always heard stories about the beauty of Punkik in Bogor from friends and family. Located not far from Jakarta, Punkik is renowned for its cool air and breathtaking natural scenery. Last weekend, my parents decided to take us on a trip there. I was thrilled, imagining the adventures that awaited us. The journey began early in the morning, and we traveled along winding roads with stunning views of the surrounding mountains. Upon arriving in Punkik, we were greeted by vast tea plantations. We walked through the tea fields, enjoying the fresh air that we rarely experienced in the city. Not far from there, we visited Taman Banda Nusantara, where I marveled at the diverse and vibrant flowers on display. In the afternoon, we headed to a local market to taste traditional snacks and buy some souvenirs. The market was lively, filled with the aroma of freshly cooked food and the chatter of friendly vendors. As the sun began to set, we found a spot with a panoramic view of the valley below. Sitting there with my family, watching the sunset over the mountains, I felt a deep sense of peace and contentment. The trip to Punkik was more than just a getaway.
Check your understanding of the lesson just taught. The teacher will ask questions via the word wall website. Answer carefully.
Yes, miss.
Thank you all for your attention and participation today. And I hope you found the lesson both valuable and engaging. Remember, learning doesn't stop here. Keep exploring and asking questions, as that's how you'll continue to grow and succeed. If you have any further questions or need additional help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the excellent work, stay curious, have a wonderful day.